Nick Gallo, OKC Thunder. Mark was saying Clippers, switched up coverages, put their big man on different guys, very, very frequently tonight. How much faster do you feel like you all as a team are recognizing changes like that and then executing off of it, maybe compared to where you guys were at last year or the year before that? What's that feel like to you out there?
Yeah, we're getting better. It's just about playing to our identity. The teams are going to switch things up. At the end of the day, it just comes back to us being able to do what we want to do within the defense that they change. Every defense has holes and cracks. You just got to figure out what they are. And as we play, as we develop, as we grow as a team, we'll get better at it, and we are.
And just coming into the game, knowing the guys that they have that can go off and have a 35, 40-point night, what did you think of the approach defensively that all of you wing defenders were able to take into making sure nobody had a super efficient night?
We just knew it was going to come down to defense, like most nights. Obviously, they're a super talented group, a bunch of Hall of Famers over there, and we knew what the task was waking up this morning, and we did enough for sure.
Shai, I'm curious, just what was your reaction when Chet threw the lob off the backboard, and did you know he had that in him?
He's 7 feet, so he better have that in him. But yeah, I didn't expect him to do it. I thought he was just going to step through and shoot, but it was tough.
Yeah, and it felt like he had some of his better playmaking reads of the season. Just how have you seen him develop in that regard, and just what did you see from him tonight in that sense?
Yeah, he's smart. He's a student of the game, always wants to learn. So he's going to get better at reading the game every game he plays, and we're seeing that unfold.
Shai, obviously Josh goes down the first half. In that third quarter, J-Dub goes down for a little bit. You don't know exactly what's going on there. They made a run. They get the lead. What do you think you guys did there to kind of respond to what they threw at you?
We just stuck with it and tried to make the right basketball play on both ends of the floor, tried to play together, and just tried to play through our identity. 1 through 15 or however many guys we have knows what that is, and that's what we all try to do out there.
Shai, it's obvious you put a lot of hard work and detail into your craft of playing the game of basketball, and to get to this level, you got to love it. So my question is, when do you think you fell in love with the game of basketball?
Honestly, for as long as I can remember. Something that I just always did, always loved, and always had a passion for.
Daniel?
You guys had 15 shots in the paint in the first half, 16 in the third quarter alone, and you yourself had 6 of those 16. Do you feel like it was needed for you guys to try to get more work there?
I didn't think about it, but we're our best when we touch the paint, and we play out of that. So that's something that we didn't address it either. So I guess it just happened, but it's something that we try to emphasize and try to do a lot.
And then things seem to be really slowing down for Chet. Have you seen that change in his game or a little bit the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, like I said, he works so hard and he watches so much film. He's already so talented that the game's going to slow down for him. And obviously he's going to be really good, really, really good. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. He works hard. He asks questions. He wants to get better. And when you have those things, you figure it out.
This is your second year around Isaiah Joe. Kind of how have you seen him grow to this point?
He's very steady. No matter what's going on, like outside or the things he can't control, you know what you're going to get from him. And he's tougher than I thought he was when he first got here. Tough kid, sticks his nose in every fight. Love playing with him.
You got a team that's got a number of guys that can score. Paul George and Harden, those guys. Kawhi didn't play, but still, they've got a lot of scores. Do you get more locked in on the defensive end, coming to this game hyped up, or is it more just, hey, we've got to dial up our offense to keep up?
Defensive end for sure. Like you said, those guys are so good. They're good for a reason. They're that good for a reason. It's because most nights they don't get stopped offensively. And if we want to win, we're gonna have to slow them down, and we know that. And like I said, I think we did enough of it tonight to get a W.
Shai, last week we got to talk to Kaysen, and I asked him about his welcome to the NBA moment, and he said he hasn't had one on the floor, other than off the floor he had it where he had to guard you in training camp. I just wanted to get your overall feelings on what you've seen from Kaysen so far this season, from training camp to now, and just his game.
Yeah, he's going to be really good. He's a little bit like Isaiah, and like he's solid. Doesn't really make mistakes. Super tough in every play. I didn't know he could shoot this well, but can really shoot it, obviously. And he's only going to continue to get better. He's so young, so many years ahead of him. A bright future for sure.
Anybody else? Thanks, Shai.